I've learned more in this amount of time than ever in my life.
10 out of 10 recommend Horizons.
One of the most incredible things I've gained are amazing friends.
I'm Lizzie. I go to WashU in St. Louis. I've taken one computer science class and it didn't go very well. I mean, I did fine in it, but I felt like I didn't learn a lot. I really felt like I came here with no computer science knowledge at all. I thought I would be left behind. And even the first week, I felt like everyone's at a different place, and I was definitely on the one side of the scale, and that side being a very minimal experience. So every day I was like, am I going to get left behind? It's getting harder, it's getting harder. And I think even if people learned it before, I think it evens out more or less. And at a certain point, it clicks. Things that you didn't understand, you just start to understand because of the immersive environment of Horizon. I would say I learned more in the first 2 days of Horizons than I did in my entire class. I'm thinking about picking up a computer science minor, so that's definitely changed things in my academic interests. And then professionally, I thought I was going to go into business, but now I'm looking into applying into programming jobs, so completely changed my path. First of all, I didn't have the skills, and second of all, I didn't even know how to talk about it or what the world of tech was. So it's giving me perspective on that. And I don't necessarily know what I want to do long term, but I know it's something that I definitely want to give a shot at. And even if I still want to do business long term, I mean, I'm from San Francisco, tech and coding is so important. So even just being able to talk about it has given me a leg up if I choose to go to business later. You can outsource your code to somebody and they can be oh, well, that's going to be this amount of money, it's going to take this amount of time, but if you know how to do it, then you know if you're getting steamed or, I've loved it. I've loved Horizons. I thought I was going to be super bored and at the end of the day, wanting to come home. And I've never really had a job that I've loved. I've worked at a restaurant, I've been a reservationist, and I've often been bored and I'm counting down the minutes till my shift ends. But with Horizons, it hasn't been like that at all. WashU's definitely I have a lot of really smart friends, and everyone around is really smart. But I think it's a whole new level around here, and you see the drive people have. I think the difference is when you do something for a grade, or if you're doing something because you want to do it. I just mentioned my friend Nick, he reads textbooks and is teaching himself math for fun. That's a whole new level of intellectual curiosity. Well, for me, I'm from here and I went to high school here, so I'm living at home, so I'm a little bit of a different student. But I've actually learned a lot more about the city because I don't know, growing up here, I went to the same little tiny area, and Soma's 20 minutes from my house. I never come down here at all or anywhere around here, so even just with Horizons kids exploring different parts of the city that I never used to go to. The best part is just how much I've learned. Every night I come home and I tell my parents I've learned an insane amount. I didn't know I could learn that much in this amount of time. So that's definitely been the best part. And I don't think I could have spent a summer more productively. I think that all the time whenever I come home for the day. Yeah, so the first 7 weeks were lecture and then paired programming, and then the next 5, which I'm week 3 of those 5 is whatever you want to do basically of a certain couple paths. So I chose the startup path basically because I had an idea, and so I got 5 weeks to work on it. And the reason I chose that is because I just during my time at Horizons, I didn't come in with an idea, but an idea came to me, and so I decided to go for it. We thought of this idea, and it's Spotify for textbooks. And we were so excited, this is it, we've made it, this is the idea. And then as we actually started it, it's been a lot harder than initially anticipated. And I think it would have been a lot easier to like give up on the idea if I hadn't been around like people also pursuing their ideas and then like the founders who like give me so much good advice and help me pivot. So I think it's really helped me to stay motivated. Oh yeah, well we faced both business and technical obstacles, which were like very challenging. And I mean, we shifted pretty much our entire idea just because the business side of it was too hard. And I think being surrounded by people also pursuing like their ideas, and also just people who have tried and failed or like tried and succeeded and can give you so much advice. Like that's the reason that we're still doing it. They've all been really great. I've learned a lot, like even just like hearing them talk. Like the tech world was never something that like I was a part of, even though I lived here.